This monastery has about 1,000 monks in residence. They and the senior monks fully support the abbot in his defiance. By writing the letters, the monks are trying to break a deadlock and kickstart negotiation between the military and the pro-democracy forces.
The Sangha earnestly request, 1. To wipe the slate clean, establish peace between individual and individual, between party and party, forgiving all mistakes, whether they be past or in the future. 2. Strive together, hand in hand as brothers and sisters, in the reconstruction of our country.
The criticism is remarkable. It is the first time since the general uprising that any religious leader has been brave enough to speak out. It has added weight because the abbot is a member of the government Sangha Council. And the letter has encouraged other senior monks to write similar letters of complaint. This opposition is what the generals fear most. The message of peace and reconciliation resonates strongly with the people. In response, the military ordered the monks to stay out of politics and have cut funding to the monastery that started it all. Tensions between monks and the military goes back for decades. In 1990, it came to a head when soldiers opened fire on about 7,000 monks demonstrating in Mandalay to mark the second anniversary of the 1988 uprising. The military's brutality only served to deepen division. In protest, monks all over Burma overturned their arms bowls, a powerful symbol which effectively excommunicated the military and their families. This religious boycott has only happened twice before in Burma's history, and it was the ultimate insult to the military. To save face and stop the crisis turning into another mass uprising, the army moved quickly, encircling hundreds of monasteries, cutting off supplies and electricity. In all, 3,000 monks were arrested. Then the generals set out on their final assault against the Sangha. Far from crushing the Sangha's power, this repression only served to breed more resistance. Now there is an underground Sangha movement actively working against the military regime. Underground sources say they have 8 clandestine groups operating across the country, binding together 100,000 monks in the cause of democracy. It's dangerous work, and the military has adopted more repressive tactics. The latest United Nations report about Burma says, at worst, Burma is a country at war with its own people, and at best, a country that is holding its own people hostage. Some of the underground monks have taken the risk to speak with Dateline because they want the outside world to know the extent of the regime's repression. Nowhere are the military's regime's human rights abuses more evident than in the border areas where the generals are trying to exterminate all ethnic opposition. These ethnic monks have come down to a refugee camp in Thailand to tell their stories. This Karenni monk was a Burmese military slave. He was used as a porter and a human minesweeper.